Welcome to MissTofteroo's Bitmoji Classroom. Today we're going to learn about how we can make our own musical instruments at home out of recycled materials. I'm going to show you some YouTube videos to give you some ideas. And then when you get home, you can try them yourself. Please remember to make them small so that you can bring them back into the classroom and we can use them when we have music class. First, we need to learn about what a percussion instrument is. So we're going to watch this video that briefly explains how percussion instruments are made.
Since the beginning of time, rhythm has captured the soul of all people. From the very first heartbeat to the last, rhythm governs the way we live. It is a sound that calls us, a feeling that moves us. Rhythm is the backbone of our lives. The very first people who came to this earth felt the rhythm calling them. Perhaps it was first acted out by shaking some rocks, maybe just the simple clapping of hands or stomping of feet, but in that very moment, percussion was born. Throughout time, percussion instruments have changed and developed greatly. All cultures use percussion instruments in many different forms, but no matter where you are, one thing remains the same. Percussion instruments are instruments that you can hit, shake, or rub to create music. There are several kinds of percussion instruments, and many percussion instruments are types of drums, which consist of a membrane stretched across a solid frame or a hollowed-out container. Although it may seem strange, for centuries, animal skin has been used as a membrane to cover the head of a drum. The skin of an animal was used because it made a good drum, but also because tribes all around the world never wasted any part of an animal they used for food. It is also important to note, however, that synthetic materials have been increasingly more popular in modern drums. All percussion instruments are either tuned or untuned. Tuned instruments can play specific pitches or can play a tune. Untuned instruments make a sound with an indefinite pitch, like the sound of a hand knocking on a door. Examples of tuned percussion instruments include the glockenspiel, the metallophone, the xylophone, handbells, boomwhackers, and the timpani. Here's an example of two gentlemen playing a song on the marimba, another tuned instrument. Untuned percussion instruments are also a very important part of the orchestra. Some of these instruments include the gong, the maracas, jingle bells, and the tambourine. Tuned percussion instruments are different than untuned percussion instruments because untuned instruments can't play a melody, but they sure do sound good. Whether by themselves or with an orchestra, there is no doubt percussion instruments are a hit.
Let's pause this video again and discuss what we just learned about percussion instruments. Now let's watch another video on how you can make a percussion instrument out of recycled materials at home. And then you can bring it into school so we can use during our next music class.
We made shakers. Let us show you how to make one so you can play too. First, First, you need some recycled bottles. You can use glass or plastic, but make sure to clean out the bottle and it's all dry. Then you could fill your bottle with whatever you want. Different stuff will make different sounds. We have some beans, rice, and pasta. Now, I'm not going to put too much because I don't want such a heavy sound. Let's try this out. Ooh, that's nice. I like that a lot. I'm going to add some little beads so it doesn't make a boom, a boom, a boom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this nice pretty tinsel in the inside of my bottle. Do you think the tinsel will change the sound? Maybe. I'm going to add some blue and silver ribbon. Big tip. Don't fill it up all the way to the top because you want room for the things inside to shake. And then you put your cap on and seal it tight. And then you can decorate the outside too. I'm going to use some stars and smiley faces just to make it bling. I'm going to use some of these star stickers. Yeah, these stickers are pretty. You can decorate it really any way you want. You can use ribbon, you could use duct tape. And that's how you make a shaker!
Let's pause the video again and discuss how we can make these at home too. Now remember, we need to be wearing our masks at all times in school, so we can only bring in unpitched percussion instruments to play during our music class. The next video will show you how to make some additional percussion instruments. Keep in mind that your instrument that you make and bring into school for music class has to fit inside your desk or locker, so it cannot be too big. The last video I will show you, you will need help from an adult. Never use scissors or knives without the assistance of an adult, please. If you're not able to make an instrument at home to bring into school for our next music class, you may use your hands, as the very first video showed us is a percussion instrument as well. If you would like to see this video again at home, you just need to search MissTofteroo in YouTube and you will find all my video lessons to enjoy at home with your parents and friends.